pass to Ivy. To the paint. Pocket 6. Here's Duran. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Drains the three-pointer.
Shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Martin against Vassell. Back to Martin. Cunningham looking it over. From the arc. Good work defensively by Fox. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a three-point game. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offense.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful. Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cable. Bucket is good.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Inside. Got a hand on it. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Dick, that's good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in their last game against the Kings played some superb basketball. He dropped just 48 points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Cunningham, and they double up Cunningham. Pass to Holland, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Spurs leading by 3. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. Karis LeVert comes in for Ivy. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle, and it's Harper in for Fox. And the dunk by Dick.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to LeVert. Back to Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Devin Vassell. Spurs passing it around. And the dunk by Dick.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
Pass to LeVert. Back to Cunningham. Robinson against Johnson. Now Duran. 6 to shoot. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 7. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And so it's San Antonio. Martin's checked in for Paul Reed. Ivy comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. San Antonio also making some changes. Dix checked in for Luke Cornett. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. On the court for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Dick is out there with Johnson. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Barnes against Robinson. At the elbow, it's Cunningham. Good work defensively by Fox.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Here's Dick. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ivy dishes to Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Dick. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Different look here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. And it's Howland in for Robinson. Then for the Spurs, Wembanyama comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for Fox. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. And here's Ivy. They could use a bucket. And the layup is up and in. Ivy's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Basket good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
In the corner, it's Martin. 40 seconds left now here in the second. Duren finds Ivy. The kick out to Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Martin from outside. The shot, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Dick. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead. Here's Ivy. He has 7. Cunningham outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he makes that one. He's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Spurs, there are some high expectations coming into the season. And they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it. And they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Detroit Pistons.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Cody Martin is out there with Holland. And it's Duren in at center. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
That's certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that
time. Martin against Vassell. Martin the pass to Duren. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. From outside, Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Scooped up. It's Martin on the wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Holland, no good.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you, Kevin.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
So fast. Fox just pulls up like lightning.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Big Daddy.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Ivy on the wing. Castle covering. Castle against Ivy.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
Pistons have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to LeVert. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ivy on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Detroit. Now here's LeVert. Still without a basket. Pass to Ivy. Outside Martin. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Duran.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night. Ivy passes to Duran. Now here's LeVert. Pass to Ivy. Shoots over Fox. And the shot no good, a bit short. San Antonio leading by 6. Down low, here's Vassell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Caris LeVert.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive.
And San Antonio shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. We've got Barnes. Harper is out there with Castle. Then there's Dick, and it's Johnson in at the 4 spot. Reed against Dick. Back to Cunningham. Clock at 4. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Stewart misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Quinman's checked in.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
To the middle, here's Cunningham. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Cunningham. Down low, here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
On the wing, Barnes. Here's Dick. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. For the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Cody Martin comes in for Robinson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Caris LeVert. The Spurs also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Barnes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Fox in for Harper.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Castle against Ivy. Now Duran, and he jams it in.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Dick. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now Cunningham. No good from 3.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Duran pulls it down. Time running out for the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Here's Duran. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dick. No stopping that baby hook on the fly.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
Cunningham fires. The 10-foot jumper hits. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Dick. Duran pulls it down. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Missed on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Launches it. Buries the deep ball.
And that's just good awareness and vision from Cunningham.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Ivy with it. Cunningham, and he sinks the fadeaway J.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
Calm and cool, and his free throw put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Dick. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team 4.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Holland. And so it's the Spurs with the win. A narrow win under difficulty.
Here with MP after the win, and to say your presence on defense tonight would be an understatement. You were really disrupting your opponents on offense with all the shot blocks. Walk us through it.
We knew coming in we had to match their energy. But we're trying to get the message out about us too. We're not the team you're off.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up with Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and
Association and the Toronto Raptors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures while entering the court or in play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. These report any violations to these rules, committing usher, security, or arena status act. We don't want to miss out on our next home game, Dr. Man, because the first 10,000 of you will get your own Toronto Raptors calendar, a free item to add
there when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back? Do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Dick. And it's Vassell in at the 3, small forward. Dick with a screen on quickly. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Barnes finds Barrett. Outside Dick. Pirtle with a screen on Castle. Fires from 14. Yes, it's good.
Listen, this is about what the defense can seize. If you're going to give up the mid-range to Grady Dick, he will seize the opportunity.
It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's Barrett. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barrett. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dick. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he makes a first. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Outside Dick. Back to quickly. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. After being drafted by the Knicks with the 3rd pick in 2019, we're seeing some nice improvement from R.J. Barrett, Doris.
We are, BA, and when he moved from New York to Toronto, there's 2 areas that really popped for me in terms of improvement. Playmaking. His assist numbers took a massive leap. And the other area, maybe the most needed, was his efficiency. He's a better shooter now from both 2- and 3-point range.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. That one misses.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
Now here's Quickly. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Picked by Pirtle. Shot clock at 5. Barnes. Outside Dick. Fires for 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Dick's got 5.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Outside Dick. A minute 35 left in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jakob Pirtle. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Mobo comes in for Barnes. And Ingram is subbed in for Dick. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Ingram, the pass to Quickly. Here's Mamukelashvili. It's deflected. To the middle. Here's Dick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Here's Barrett. Over to the left wing. Bobo. And the Raptors miss again. The Spurs have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. We've got 22 seconds left now in the first quarter. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. It gets the bucket.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Ingram. The 3, Barrett. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Spurs up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either... Here for Toronto. San Antonio also making some changes. Dick, he's checked in for Cornette. Wembanyama comes in for Barnes. And Castle's subbed in for Fox. Barrett can't hit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And so in the game for the Spurs, Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Dick is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. Barrett passes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. Here's Barnes. It's Pirtle high post. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
I love the do-it-all approach by Scotty Barnes. That's a nice assist there.
From deep, Harper. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He contributed 31 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Pirtle, pass to Dick. Barrett against Johnson. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Pirtle's got 6 here in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Dick gets the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
San Antonio leading by 4.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Dick. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Devin Vassell, De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Dick. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Spurs out in front, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us?
I see some tough opponents. This is when you find out how much dog you've got in you.
Well, it should bring out the best in these guys. I expect them to rise to the challenge, Shaq, and take care.
All right, now let's talk about our game, San Antonio in a competitive contest.
Without the points they've...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. San Antonio with the ball. 4-point game. We see teams in college and high school run a lot.
Oh, wow! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Kicks it out to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. No good. A bit long that time.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
His first shot attempt. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Castle. Castle's got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 8. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Dick. Gets the 3 to fall. Dick's got 11 points.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Back to Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Dick, the pass to Quickly. Over Fox. Kicks it out to Barrett. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dick.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Quickly finds Dick. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That free throw good from Dick.
Because of the shooter Grady Dick is, obviously you want to try to get him to the free throw line as much as possible. Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Dick. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Barrett passes to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. Barnes a screen. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. And again, Toronto, no good.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal.
Dick with a miss.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Toronto. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Quickly against Fox. Up top, Dick. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Soft touch off the glass. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's just nice work in the two-man game. You see the versatility of Scotty Barnes.
Here's Dick, and he dunks it down.
Boy, he is just putting this team on his back right now, and when he's got his rhythm, you just keep playing through him.
Raptors trail by 7. Outside Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home. Dick gets the bucket.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Outside Dick. Back to Quickly. Pass to Ingram. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Shoots over Barnes. Dick with a miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
The baseline J. Drained it for 2 points. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Dick. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Raptors trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Ingram, the pass to Quickly. And here's Dick. Quickly outside. 5 on the clock. Counted from distance. Quickly's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. San Antonio on top. They lead by 3. Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Jakob Pirtle, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Barnes comes in for Mobo. Dick, he's checked in for Ingram. And Emmanuel Quickly subbed in for Shed. San Antonio also making some changes. Dick, he's checked in for Barnes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Toronto.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
So, on the floor for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Dick. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Quickly.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pirtle against Dick. Here's Fox. Dick with a screen on Quickly. Fox splashing it home from deep.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Castle against Dick. Barrett outside. Outside Dick. Barrett outside. From about 19. Oh, no good.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Dick against Castle. Barrett outside. Now Barnes. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signaled a jump ball here. It's stolen by Pirtle. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Dick. Quickly outside from downtown. The triple drop.
Quickly, just a calm demeanor in the biggest of moments. That is beautiful basketball.
Now Dick. And he slams it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Dick. There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. Barnes outside. Quickly outside. Takes a three. The free ball is down.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Fox. Oh, he jammed it.
Adding the stat sheet. Getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barrett with it. Castle covering. Pirtle with a screen on Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Dick against Barnes. Tries it from 9. Outside Fox. Puts up the tray. He's off from 3. So it's the Raptors taking the W